Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It's Tuesday night, and as with Tuesday, we got ourselves a new game. We're bringing back Beat the Backlog. We have a new project to go through, and kind of been sitting back and thinking about this. I'm kind of still working on the whole schedule thing, because with the new upcoming schedule, I want to actually kind of create something a little bit more stable and figure out how to kind of find the audience I'm looking for. And honestly, I'm leaning more towards just wanting to play RPGs. Like, I love RPGs, but before I start gushing about that and start talking about all the games I want to actually stream, there's actually been a lot of updates actually that Twitch just released just yesterday. Hey, how's it going, Spy Gadget? How are you doing tonight, man? So apparently yesterday, Twitch actually released their stream manager. So we basically have the new dashboard. I am trying it out for the night. I'll be honest, it actually looks... So you didn't actually really get to try it at TwitchCon for obvious reasons. But honestly, from a glance here, it's actually very neat and clean. It's actually very straightforward. I'd say probably the one thing is the quick actions is basically where all your extensions are, where you can edit your stream info. So instead of having a bunch of different little segments and having to scroll down to the one you want to use, you have to actually go into your quick action. So if you kind of a downside, honestly, about it is if you want to actually update or switch over to a different game, you kind of have to actually take those few moments and actually press the button, and then it'll bring up the menu versus just typing in the information and then pressing update. So a bit of a change there. And even as an affiliate, I can now run ads. So even Twitch actually released the whole ads thing, and I really have to disable Nightbot in that capacity because that tweet is old. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that tonight, actually, post-stream. But now we can actually run Twitch ads. So we can actually run... So it goes from 30 seconds... It's all in 30-second increments. It goes from 30 seconds up to 3 minutes. And it's actually just a simple click of the button, actually. So instead of having to actually kind of... So ad breaks used to be a little meter that you could actually go in. Yes, this is literally, the first part of the stream is literally before you actually play an RPG. We're talking about everything, all the new changes on Twitch, because honestly, TwitchCon this year was really a lot of quality of life stuff, and it really does deserve the spotlight it gets. A lot of people are probably actually going to ignore it and just kind of accept that as changed, but honestly, I think it's a lot of good things, a lot of updates and such. It's definitely going to be a major change, having to actually decide, because the one downside about this whole thing, like I said, everything you want to actually manage as a streamer is going to be in your quick actions box. And that kind of sucks if, like, you like running... Like, obviously you'll come down to the point your figure is like, alright, I just like running X time ads versus, it's like, versus all the others. You'll probably just pick a default and just go with that. But even then, like, all your extensions and such, if you want to have those actually visible and be able to edit it, you've got to actually do that. Raid channel is actually nice. You can actually just press raid or host. So you're no longer having to actually even type the command. You press the button and it'll show you a list of all the people you actually follow. So it's very nice. And you can, of course, if you want to find someone, you can type in their username still, and that'll basically do the automatic raid for you. So that's actually a nice quality of life feature as well. Oop. And it is completely moddable or module, so you can actually make them pop out windows if you so desire. You can increase or decrease the size of them, so you can even get a much bigger chat. And I'm kind of torn on it because I've actually just recently adopted Stream Elements OBS Live interface, and I'm a little torn on it because one of the big things a lot of people don't really pay attention to when they're streaming, and I guess what I could do, I could just simply disable the display and just have, very much run like OBS Classic. It would literally be me running OBS Classic. But the downside is a lot of stuff you want to manage in terms of production especially as production value increases in terms of live streaming, you're going to want to have your OBS a lot more than you would your stream manager. And the worst part about it all, it literally makes me go, I kind of want a third monitor now. And even though I technically do have the desk real estate to pull that off, I kind of don't want to do that. So, by the way, final thing actually, one other nice improvement that they did. At the top of the bar here with Stream Manager, they actually show you session time, how many viewers you have, how many views you've gotten, how many followers you have. A lot of nice little things. Like I said, you know, honestly, I kind of look at this as a very positive change. They even included an activity feed, so you can actually, you know, when you get follow, sub, cheers, rates, and stuff, all the activity will actually be there. But I think that's good enough for now here. But enough about gushing about the whole new Stream Manager thing and the CPM and stuff. Even actually, one of the nice things actually, I was able to actually find how much CPM you actually get for Twitch ads. I'm obviously not going to say the amount because, yeah, I don't want my channel to get nuked. Let's not have that happen. But it is completely visible, and you can actually see it. And it's actually nice to kind of see something like that, just something extremely straightforward. Obviously, you wouldn't want to... I think for a lot of people, though, when it comes to streaming, if you're an affiliate or you have a small group of people, I could easily see some people having to change the format of the show to accommodate ads. But at the same time, I think a lot of people, kind of like myself right now with the current format I'm running, only doing 2 hours a night and such. Obviously, if I need to, you know, get up, walk away from the computer and such for a few minutes, obviously I'm gonna probably play ads along with transmission, along with running the intermission. But at the same time, I think it's honestly really good. I think it's a nice change. Just being able to give the affiliates the actual control, because at the end of the day, you want to be in charge of your own business, and that's kind of what, and that's basically what streaming is. But for now, though, why don't we actually jump on into Indivisible? Honestly, I'll be honest, this has kind of been a blind buy for me because I know it was a Kickstarter game. A lot of people probably funded it because Lab Zero, the developers of Skullgirls, are excellent animators. They have an excellent art style, and them actually making this game, and I'm trying to think actually, I think this was maybe 3 years in the making, is honestly very ambitious, but at the same time, a lot of people want to compare this to, including myself, to Valkyrie Profile. If you've never heard of that game, it's actually a game made by Tri-Ace. So it was developed under Squaresoft, or you know, what we know today is Square Enix. So Squaresoft Enix. I think it was actually on the Enix side, actually, because it was Tri-Ace, and they were the people who made games like Star Ocean. Also made Valkyrie Profile, which was for the PlayStation 1. And a couple of things about Valkyrie Profile that made it stand out was its combat system. It was very over the top. Your characters would actually perform combos in conjunction with your other characters' attacks. So whether they're a spellcaster or a melee character, you would actually have to learn what your attack characters, how they attacked, and learn how to combine it all together to unlock all of your, let's call them limit breaks. So you could basically pull off your limit breaks almost every single turn if you really wanted. If you're really good at the game in terms of comboing. And I couldn't think, honestly, it made me realize just a few months ago, it's like, if you're gonna trust a combat system like that to a developer, I think you'd actually would want someone who actually made a fighting game like Skullgirls, because what the heck do they do? Their game is a fighting game. A lot of fighting games these days are just all about combos. So the part that I'm actually, oddly enough, least worried about is the combat system, and the thing, and this is just me, it's always gonna be me, the thing I'm actually most interested in, and probably overlooked the most, is the story. And I'm really interested of A, who wrote this story, and B, what is the story? But, for now though, let's jump in, let's play some Indivisible. Oop, shoot. It's full screen.
Let's go, Roti!
This game came out today. Yeah, they definitely, was it 505 Games is the publisher, and they really went all out in promoting the game. I think if anything, like, this easily trumped Trine's release. So Trine 4 actually also got released today, so if you love puzzle platforming games, you definitely want to check out Trine. They're a very solid game for a very solid developer. They had a bit of a misstep with Trine 3, because they actually tried to crowdfund it, and oh, that is a very small cycle of that. First things first, let's actually, hopefully this doesn't actually, oh, that's green screen. What? Okay. This is one of those games. Alright, that's fine. So... Huh. I was not expecting this. Alright, they literally said straight into the action. Let's go. Let me think about this. Well, what am I doing? I don't even know what these characters actually do in terms of attacks, so... Okay, so it doesn't look like... Oh, I am... Oh, goody! Instant kill. So... Return game... Well, there's my controls. I'm a little disappointed, honestly. I like the whole jump into adventure, but even before the menu... What? Okay, real-time combat. Oh, it is pure real-time combat. For the full leading menu, press or hold R button and X to fire that. Okay. What the? Okay. 16 years later. Oh, there's the shield. Hello? Oh, I can actually move. Alright. Well, first things first. Return to game, load game. Really, no save game? First things first. Well, it's abilities, none. Controls! Probably the most important thing. Control setup. Let's see. That's lovely. Thank you, game, for not explaining. Oh, what? Oh, shoot. Press escape. How do I escape? Press escape to undo. Okay. Great. They literally mean a control setup. Okay. So jump, X, special, focus, shoot, and guard. Alright. A to okay, B to cancel, standard stuff. Battle controls. Top battle button, bottom battle button, right and left. All guard, meter burn. Okay, so there's actually a guard button. Alright. Video settings. Sorry, this is something we have to do. Call it... No, that actually... Well, okay, you know what I'm just gonna say. Call it Total Biscuit Syndrome. It's honestly actually important. It really is. Borderless full screen. That's actually lovely. Wait, what? Did that not go? Borderless full screen. Previous menu. That's not... Huh. Okay, I guess it doesn't want to swap. Shadow quality. High, low, off, anti-aliasing. So it's nice you can actually choose between that and that. Let's leave that there since we're not switching to Windows resolution. I'm a little disappointed it's not automatically jumping over. Yeah, it actually isn't. That's really weird, actually. Like, I'm not canceling, I'm literally pressing OK. This is actually now they... Oh, apply settings, duh. There we go, better. That would actually allow me... Let's see. Yeah, that would actually allow me to click off screen and not minimize the menu. Honestly, like I said, credits stuff gets overlooked here. Like, is it literally? Oh my god, you can actually just play the... Oh, thank goodness, there's actually a speed up button. That... Yeah, this game got a lot of support. A lot of support. Well, that's gonna be fun to actually watch at the end of the credits. Alright, let's actually... Oh, wait. Oh, come on, there's gotta be... Okay, thank goodness. There actually is a button to cancel. Okay. Alright, well, looks like actually it's very straightforward. You can wall jump. So one thing they actually were doing is the platforming.
Good morning, Roti.
Oh my god, this voice acting.
Ah, what a lovely day to blow off practice. I know, I wouldn't really skip training. But it's so early. I can learn just as well in the afternoon, can't I?
No.
Well, guess we better head off before the old man explodes. Maybe we can beat him there this time.
So that's attack. I guess meditate? Hang on a second. World controls. Okay, so it's special focus. Okay. Yeah, one thing, like, one weird thing, actually. Twitch actually jumped this over as a Metroidvania. Morning, Anja. How about lending me a hand with the crops again? I'd love to. But you know, I've got to go train first. Oh my, isn't that usually a fair bit earlier? No, I'm on time, I think. Oh, I better hurry. Oh, Ajna. It's the same every day with you. Is there a sprint button? No, that's got... Huh, even a guard button. Ah, yes, a bale of sticks. What are you so happy about? I just love carrying sticks, you know? What? Why? I always knew you were a weirdo. It's not weird. Just think about how people are going to use these sticks in their daily lives. Burning them for kindling, using them to thatch their roofs, turning them into tiny taper sculptures, smacking other people with them. Just really lets me know that what I do matters. Huh. I guess that's a cool way of looking at it. Yeah, I'm pretty cool. Now leave it to me, will ya? Sure thing, you carry those sticks. Carry those sticks, stick boy. Really like the music right now. Well, we'll find out what it actually is. Got a long way to go if you want to get tough like me. And also apparently lose an eye. I didn't say I wanted to. Long way to go. Alright, long. Nice to meet you too, Puto. Or Puchu. I don't know how you handle all that stuff. I'm no good in a fight. Maybe that's why Pen doesn't respect me. Who's Pen? Your wife? She's my dog. If I just trained harder. It'll get better? She won't even look at me in the eye. I gotta go. Bye. Training again, Ajna? I have no idea how to actually pronounce her name, so until one character actually says her name, we're literally gonna be playing it by ear. You know it. Alright. I was supposed to be hurrying. I hope India knows what a good daughter he has. Yeah, me too. I'd love to have a daughter of my own someday. If you do, don't make her be on time for things. Nope, no dog. See, the one always thing that worries me about a lot of the games that get kickstarted, it's always strong in the front, and then kind of tapers off in the end. Oh, that's another 2 bales. Always working so hard. Of course, if you want the village to thrive, you've got to give it your all. I can respect that. I just don't really love doing stuff. Someday you'll find something you're passionate about, like me and lifting things. Yeah, maybe I will. God, it's like they put in a background of a fighting game. When near... Okay, so this is how you save. Hold B to access the save menu. Aha! Really? No autosave? Okay, no autosave. Well, hang on a second. We have to actually do this again real quick. Okay. That is very much Ohm. Okay, so you don't actually hold up against. Wall jump does not require holding. Thank you, game. I'm a prodigy. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can you move left and right? No. Interesting. Yeah, that is very much a Metroidvania-like map. Oh.
Huh! Nobody in sight! Who's slow now, old man? Gah!
Ajna, you're late.
Well, you're late. You're late.
Enough nonsense, child.
What? You smacked me. That's the nonsense.
This is training, Ajna. If you'd been paying attention, you wouldn't have gotten hurt.
I was paying attention. I just didn't expect a cheap shot from my dad.
Combat is rarely predictable or fair.
Oh yeah? Then take this! Gah!
I've told you time and time again, you must never project your attacks.
I know. I just get all fired up.
One of your best and worst qualities.
Yeah, I'm a hot-blooded teen.
And a very strange one at that.
Well, look who raised me.
I suppose you have a point.
That's right. Score 1 for Ashna.
What you should be scoring is hits against your old dad.
Oh, I'll score some hits, all right. With Mom's axe! Ah!
Oh, Ashna, didn't I just warn you about projecting your attacks? Looks like we're going back to basics.
No, again?
When you have learned to concentrate, when you can actually block my strikes, maybe then we can talk about Mother's axe.
Really?
Really. A solid defense is the root of any proper combat strategy. From there, your true potential blossoms.
Right, that stuff. Let's do it! Activate Flowering Defense!
While being attacked, press X. Interesting. Okay, so there is actually some active. Better timing will yield a bigger benefit.
Not gonna happen. Well, how's that? Not bad, huh?
It was sloppy. I expect better.
You expect better? Who says that to their kid?
I just want you to improve, Ashna. You'll never reach your full potential if you don't listen.
I listen.
Ashna, calm down.
No, I'm coming all the way up.
How do you expect me to talk to you when you're like this?
You wanna act like you can't talk to me when I'm like this? When do you ever talk to me anyway?
Ashna,
No, you know what? We're talking about this now.
must we go through this again?
Okay, how about an easy one, huh? Where are you from, Dad? How old are you? Why won't you even tell me that? Can't answer? Okay, let's increase the difficulty. How did Mom die? I don't even know what she looked like.
Your mother and I, now is not the time.
Then when is the time? Don't I deserve to know?
Listen, child, I am your father. It's not for you to lecture me. I'm the teacher here.
If you're my dad, then act like it!
Your anger is getting the better of you, Ashna. I'm going home. You may join me when you've cooled off, and only then.
Dad, you can't just walk out on this conversation.
You can slide out of this conversation.
And he's gone. Great. Who's supposed to be the child here? Ugh, he's so frustrating. But I'd better go apologize. Yes. Dad, wait up!
An interesting start. A very interesting start. Don't worry about saving over the same slot. Each slot keeps up to 200. Wait, what? Wait, hold on a second. No, you can't be serious. Wait. Wait a minute. Why is my experience -1? I'm calling shenanigans already. How am I? This takes under level to a whole new level. Seriously, look at that, -1. Strange. And the village.
He sure is fast for an old guy. Wait, is that smoke? And it's coming from the village. What's happening? Oh no, Dad could be down there.
Dad is down there if he said he went back home. Oh. Okay, alright. Can I do it? Okay, no air dashing. Okay, so there is air dash. So you can... Oh my god, it's Mega Man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Wait. Battle controls? No, that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, you already know where I'm going with this, with Mega Man X. It's like, wait a minute. Now I kind of... Wait, can I... Okay, so there is air... So it's not... Yeah, your jump doesn't get boosted or anything. Doesn't look like it. Okay, hang on a second. Yeah, no. Now you have one. I don't understand when they say it's 200 files. I'm a bit confused on that. I feel like I might end up using some of the other slots here. Change to load. Oh! Okay, that's literally what they mean. Wow, okay, so that's what they mean. So you go to load game, you can literally load back to a much earlier point while you're playing.
Dad, are you? Oh no, this looks bad. It looks really bad. You, what have you done?
So, the old man had a child. I'll allow you to say your goodbyes, but your life is forfeit, heretic.
Ashna. Ashna, you're strong. You're the best student I could have asked for. And the best daughter. I know I've been hard on you. I know I haven't been the kindest father, but things are only going to get harder. You have to...
Don't worry about all that right now. I just need you to be okay.
I'm sorry. You were right. There's so much I need to tell you.
Dad, save your strength. I'll beat this guy and we'll get you fixed up.
I want to tell you everything. I know I should have from the start. But don't worry, Ashna. Death isn't the end. Gather friends around you. Become stronger. I'm sure you can...
Dad! Dad! Come back!
Save your tears for someone who cares, girl. Your life ends now, for the glory of Lord Ravanavar.
You killed my father! You burned our village!
As I should have. A village that interferes with Lord Ravanavar's vision does not deserve to stand.
The people of Ashwat are strong. We'll rebuild, and your violence will have been for nothing!
There will be no one left to rebuild it.
There's me. I've trained every day, ever since I could crawl. And if you want to fight, I'm bringing it to you!
Oh dear. Oh, okay.
Give up while you can, girl. All those who oppose Lord Ravanavar's perfect world will perish by my hand. I so swear it.
Burning innocent people's homes? That's your idea of a perfect world?
To pieces!
Hey, got a good guard on that one.
A village girl like you couldn't possibly understand. This is part of a larger plan.
Well, your plan is evil, and I'm stopping it right now! Not gonna happen.
This is gonna come close. Got him.
Not so big now that you're fighting one-on-one, are you?
You haven't bested me yet, girl.
Ah! Ugh! What?
Yeah, what?
Witch! With what magic have you imprisoned me?
Imprisoned? Come on and show yourself, coward!
You're the coward, spiriting me away with your village magic!
Shut up! That makes no sense. And you're so loud. It sounds like you're screaming directly into my mind. I'll find you. I just gotta concentrate.
Focus your chakra by holding B.
What is this place? I'm inside myself? Shut up! But how? And why are you here?
That's what I'd like to know.
Well, this doesn't change anything. I'm still gonna destroy you.
Try it.
What? My fist won't connect. Wherever this is, if I can't kill you, I'm leaving you here. Goodbye.
But
I told you to shut up!
Oh, double tap literally actually brings you out. Or will also dash. I'm very confused, actually, about this. Well, only one thing to do. They even have that animation. Yeah, it doesn't look like it does.
I'm back. Poor Ashwat, my village, everyone. What will we do? What should I do? I guess I have to bury Dad. Father, I'm so sorry I wasn't with you. Maybe I could have helped. Maybe you wouldn't have had to die. Please know that no matter how tough things were between us, I loved you anyway. I'm gonna make you proud. I'll get stronger. I'll find out what it is you wanted me to become. Believe that.
Your father fought bravely. As a warrior, I recognize...
You do not get to talk about him, ever! We're gonna find this Ravanavar of yours now. He'll answer for what he's done here. And you can either help me get to him, or you can rot in there. Rebuilding the village will have to wait.
Oh, I'll bring you to him. As a trophy.
We'll see who makes a trophy of who. We're following your army's trail till we find him.
Well, at least you got a reluctant warrior. The adventure begins. And the adventure begins by us leaving. And nope, we are actually stuck. I'm curious about something. Party select, here we go. Negative 27? Why? Character info. How to play Dar. I guess his name is Dar. Dar can store up to 12 charges of Earth and Fury, which enhances his other attacks. Interesting. Okay, so no character info for Ajna. Interesting. Select. So you can move from top, down, left, right. High HP, high attack, low speed. Interesting. Save game. Cannot keep me here forever, sorceress. I don't want to keep you here at all. Is that seriously our... Yep, okay. That's a little weird that the music resets. Wait, was there an option? No, there wasn't. Okay. So I'm guessing you can always... Yeah, so you can always go in the inner realm. Okay, so the bells are literally just for saving. What the... Oh, that was a lot of damage.
Oh, so you can come out after all.
Under certain conditions, it seems. I'd rather not die stuck in your head, so I propose a truce until I can return to Lord Ravanavar.
Ah, this is so frustrating! I can't get rid of you, I can't kill you, and now you can come and go out of my brain as you please.
Trust me, if I could leave, I would.
Okay. Down and attack. Interesting. Okay, that's a lot of damage.
Sending the rights.
Interesting.
Strike before they do.
Pieces!
That is, you literally are only getting one experience. Oh, oh dear.
Well, I've lost their trail. Where do we go now, murderer?
My name is Dar. Use it. And I know my troops. They'll stick to the main paths, and you're no match for them on your own. If you mean to get to Lord Ravanavar, you should cut a path through the jungle.
I'd rather not let you group up with your buddies again anyway, so jungle it is.
Talk about a truce, indeed. Hold up to view the map. And let's instantly go the wrong direction. Just, you know, that's what you do. Can you duck? No, you cannot. That honestly looks like something I should be able to do. Yes, sir, you can slide. Holding up or down prevents characters from doing other attacks. Oh, that's interesting.
Not gonna happen.
Interesting.
Not so fast.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. So I guess you get... Do you really actually get healed you get healed every battle? That's actually extremely generous. Hello? I'm guessing... Oh. Interesting. I'm surprised, actually. They don't let you go for full bore. What? Sorry, that does bother me. That is the weirdest lighting. Nope, okay. No, can't do anything about that right now. I wonder... You can slide attack!
I'll cut you down. I'll cut you down.
Yeah, so you get healed every battle. That's honestly a surprise. Also, I just realized I'm fighting bowls of, like, mutant ramen.
Oh, there's someone out here. Hey, are you okay? You look not okay.
Look at my stupid house.
Did soldiers do this?
They might have. All I know, I moved all the way out here to the middle of nowhere to get away from all the noise, and then here come these idiots, carrying on and taking my stuff. So I had to quiet them down, make them crispy, crisp them up real good.
Where are they?
They're inside what's left of my house. Do you want to see?
No thanks. I've been dealing with those guys all day too.
Poor thing. Well, I guess that's it for me. Now my house is gone, so I'm just gonna wait here to get eaten by a Vitala or whatever.
What? Why? Maybe you can come with us. I'm trying to find my dad's murderous boss.
Us? But there's only one of you.
Oh, well, the guy who murdered my father is living in my head right now. It's kind of a complicated situation.
You are definitely gonna get eaten by a Vitala.
What's a Vitala anyway?
Keep hanging around here and you'll find out. You know, maybe we should get going after all. My house leaked anyway.
So you're coming with us? Great! My name is Ashna. Maybe if you help us, we can... Ah! Again?
Where'd I go? Oh, where'd you go? There's a man in here who looks extremely annoying.
Yeah, that's my dad's murderer. I don't know what his name is.
I have told you, my name is Dar. I am the newly appointed lieutenant to the great Navarre army, unifier of the...
Ajna, I hate him. Can't even get a good fire going in here.
Were you trying to set him on fire?
Maybe a little.
Well, thanks for trying.
So, do I just live in your head now?
I guess. I don't really know how this works yet, but I seem to be absorbing people.
That's gross. My name is Rosmi, and my tiger friend here is Bomb. He used to have bones, but now he doesn't. I keep his soul in my lantern, and he makes things crispy.
Nice to meet you, Razmi. It's good to have some actual company.
I object to...
Shut up! If I must.
A curmudgeonly shaman deigns to associate with you. Let's see. Rasmi's 1 heals the party, and down an attack is Glare. Inflicts its target with a powerful slowing effect, which can stack up to 3 times. Yeah, it does feel like the volume mixing could use a bit of work. I actually turned up the desktop audio to hopefully fix that. So... Hey, I don't think this game actually needed to switch the audio tracks just to have your characters talk to each other. Ajna, let's fight something. We just did, like, minutes ago. Yeah, several whole minutes ago. That's what I'm saying. I think the one thing I'm noticing with listening to the audio is that they audio balanced everything, like, left and right. So, like, every single thing is affected. Oh, you can do down and X slide, okay. So... Can I do this? No. Huh. Oh, okay. Whoops. Oh.
Get off.
So... Can I choose targets? Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Why isn't anything happening? Oh, no! Hello? Slide? Hello? Nope. There's something in there. There's definitely something in there. Also, it looks like this, you might actually be able to jump higher. This is probably not the way to go. Also, what's with all these secrets here?
What? My mother's axe! I wanted this my entire life. What a terrible way to get it.
More importantly, what happened to this soldier? What was he doing this far from the village?
Looting and pillaging, obviously.
But my soldiers wouldn't do that. We had a mission.
Don't be so dense. He stole my mother's axe and then he got killed. It's as simple as that. And whatever killed him is probably still out there, so we'd better make tracks.
Oh, it's the axe! I've always wanted to use this. Okay, so instead of punching, I have my mother's axe, apparently. So, chop through the barriers to reach new areas. Okay, so it actually can tell me if I can chop through it or not. Interesting. It's unfortunate it doesn't look like you can move the map, though, which is a bit of a bummer, honestly. Alright, well, let's see what this does. It is literally a seamless playthrough. Okay. What? Okay, that's just rude. Yeah, this is... We're definitely going with Metroidvania stuff here.
Now you've done it!
Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, so if you charge up the meter, you actually will use it. Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely Metroidvania stuff here. Seriously?
Commence attack.
I do like that the tiger flames.
Try harder!
It's over.
I'm a little surprised, like, you only get one attack? I'm also surprised they actually heal you. Okay, so looks like blue is for that. That's a symbol that lets me go through it, so if it's unknown, I still can't do anything about it. At least that saves us some time.
I'll shut you down. Not quite.
I'm surprised getting so close you can actually block everything.
Uh-oh. That's a big boy.
I'll bury you.
Press left to block with your entire party.
Knock it off.
Oh, that used up your meter for that. Blocking consumes itty over time, but successfully blocking attack will increase it. Interesting. Oh, shoot.
I'll bury you. It's over.
Please bury him.
My father once told me something terrible lives in these ruins. Something worse than the Bellu. I guess that's what killed your friend back there.
He was my subordinate, not my friend. Though I do feel for him.
Feelings, huh? First time for everything, I guess.
Wow, rude. So each member has a different button. Yeah, so the one thing about Valkyrie Profile was that every single character in combat used each individual button. So, you know, the person in the top position had Y, the person in the lead had X, the person in the back had... I guess, let's just... Actually, you know, I'll use PlayStation controls, it'll be easier to explain. So, square was your lead, Y is your top, back was usually B, and then the bottom is A. So you always actually switch things around by doing that. And what it would do is that each character would have set a number of attacks, either depending on their weapon, depending on their character too. Some characters would just have a single attack. Some would actually have combos. Like right now they're definitely starting off extremely light by just saying, okay, you get the one attack. What's different though is that... Right, slide. What's different though from this and compared to Valkyrie Profile, and there'll be plenty of comparisons too. She's all attack, okay. Wait. How do you lose HP? Why did he lose HP? But yeah, each character had their own, But this one, like, the difference is, instead of combos, and it'd probably build up to having combos. It better, honestly. because this game is about supposed to be having combos. With Valkyrie Profile, it was just press the button and your character would attack, and they would attack a certain amount of times. This one here, well, actually, you can actually just bring up the party menu here. Take a look at Dar here. He can just enhance his attacks by pressing down and attack, or he can press up and attack them in a completely different fashion. Same thing with Razmi. And it looks like that's her, she also has her ultimate as well. I'm surprised actually whether Dara doesn't say what his, ultimate is. Oh, hello. Young woman, I sense curious energy within you. Thanks? It's not a compliment, Ajna. It could be. My intention is neither a compliment nor offend, only to state what is true. Though I have made observing them my life's work, I've never seen a ring cell respond in such a manner. Ring cell? Are you talking about this glowing stone? I am. It was 16 years ago when they first appeared in this world. I've studied them continuously since that day, with my partner, Mani. Hello. So are you guys, like, together? I am a monk, and she is a nun. So, we are not. Oh, and you studied these rocks? The ring cells? Yes. Its mysteries have not been fully revealed to us, but it is clear that this one calls to you. I believe you should take it. It will surely enhance your strength. Eat it, Ajna. She wants you to eat it. Eat it? It's a stone. It'll make you tough. Just do it, Ajna. Don't be lame. Do I have to eat it? You do. You need not consume the ring cell. Damn. If I'm correct, its power will simply fill the vessel of your soul. Oh, that is simple. Yeah, simple. Whoa. Hey, I feel good. It is as I suspected. The ring cell has unlocked power that was lying dormant within you. Channeling the Idhi. I'm gonna say Idhi. Stored up during your battles. The more ring cells you can acquire, the greater your capacity to fight. I'm into that. What do I do? The ring cells were scattered across the world 16 years ago. If you could find a sufficient number, I should be able to attune them to your offensive energies and increase your strength. Mani has been studying defensive capabilities and can help you in that regard. But not until you are ready, which you are currently not. Indeed, the path will not be easy. The more powerful you become, the more ring cells will be required. I've got to get stronger. I'll do whatever it takes. At your current strength, I should be able to again increase your offensive capabilities if you bring me 5 additional ring cells. Nice, that's not too many. Curious, I sense a realm within you. You're full of mysteries. If you'll have us, we will travel with you there, in order to learn the secret of the ring cells. Hop on in. I'll find all the ring cells you can handle. I look forward to it. As do I. It's getting too crowded in here, Ajna. You've got to stop absorbing people. You're a monster. I am not. I'm regular. Monster. Yeah, this is honestly kind of weird, honestly. I also just realized. Like, the one downside, I really wish I could actually look through all the minimap here. I don't even think wait, no, I should be able to. Okay, take care of that. I guess that's a block. Oh, hello. Wait. Wait a minute. She was doing something. Interesting. Okay, she glows every time she swings. That's the deal. So... Can I actually... I guess I can't? No, there's gotta be something I can do here. Okay, never mind. I need to be able to strike. Is there not an option in the pause menu to view the map? That is a good question, actually. You're a lot smarter than I am, Spy Gadget. Thank you. That is actually something I should have thought of. It's a little weird, honestly. Story, quest, save bell, barrier. Incarnation? Interesting. Okay, guess I can't do anything here. I guess I can already do this. Okay, I was curious if there was actually something in that direction, so we are gently just... It wasn't a path of two roads. Aw, oh, darn it, you can use the axe once, okay. So I guess that's their double jump. While jumping, press and hold the X to hang from walls. Once hanging, press release to jump and ascend higher. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, okay, that... Interesting. I wonder why you'd want to hang there. Oh, hello. There we go, I was curious. Come back, you live in my brain. Just saying, you're kind of a freeloader. Just come back when you're stronger, okay? This jingle is gonna get annoying. It can increase your strength once you have 5 ring cells. You do not have enough. So this place is just gonna keep getting bigger. So, how... Okay, so that's how I find out how many ring cells I have. Wait, what? Action points to... Okay, that actually tells me, so... Okay, so I guess I have 2 action points then. I'll be honest, this game kind of feels very button busy.
I can't quite tell. Hey! Yeah! Don't surprise us like that! I'm sorry I surprised you. I've just never seen someone concentrate so hard on a clump of grass before.
It's not grass. It's the Comferia galonga, a famous medicinal herb from the Ashwat region. Or it might be. Trouble is, it could just as easily be the foliage of a Kabanda monster. Their leaves look almost the same, even to a trained botanist like myself.
Oh, Camphoria galanga!
Like you know what that means.
You might know it by its colloquial name, the Resurrection Lily.
Oh, the Resurrection Lily! Anyway, why don't you just yank it up and find out?
The problem is, me and Honey are healers, not fighters. That's why I've just been stuck in place here, staring at this thing.
Oh, if it's just monster trouble, you can leave that to me.
You're sure you can protect us?
That is her one and only strong suit.
Yeah! I may not know about different kinds of grass, but I know all about pounding on Kabanda. Pull that sucker on up.
Well, okay. Let's give it a go. Ooh. Thank goodness. It's the Resurrection Lily. This is too much excitement for me. Beautiful specimen.
Boring.
I got all pumped up too. Well, nice to meet you anyway, whoever you are.
Oh, my name is Ginseng. And wait, where are you headed?
Here and there, wherever the wind takes a host of world travelers like us.
East. We're headed east.
Say, before you go, could you help me out? There's a nice reward in it for you.
What do you need help with? Pulling up grass?
Well, resurrection lilies, but yes. If you can help me find 3 more batches, I'll give you something really nice.
Ajna, we should really move.
We'll do it. Get that reward good and ready.
Okay. I'm gonna guess it's probably doesn't require backtracking. No, so the term I actually used was button busy. So a lot of games they might think of, like Armored Core 2 is actually a very button busy game. Because they require a lot of focus. That's how I get out of here. Ooh, another rig cell. No? Really? I only use the save for games like just try and cram a lot of commands in one little spot. Oh, so combat pauses every time you attack. Interesting. Oh, okay. So that's what that. Oh! Ah!
Stronger? Maybe.
I'm definitely going for a very fast-paced combat game. That much you can tell. I don't even know why I did that. I don't... Hello? Should I let me jump? Thank you. Oh! Alright. I guess. Damn it, there was something there. Hang on a second. There's one.
Nice! You found a resurrection lily!
This botany stuff is a piece of cake.
Only 2 more to go.
That's surprising. They actually give you a second chance at things.
Annoying.
What? Hello? Oh! Okay. Well, that's new. That's very new. I will say, like, the start off of this game, they're not explaining anything, and it's kinda bothersome, honestly.
That's 2 lilies we found.
As soon as I picked it up, I knew.
Sure, because it wasn't a Kabanja.
Yeah!
Anyway, let's go find 1 more.
How does he... Wait, did I already absorb him? If I already absorbed this kid... I also can't really tell if it's a boy or a girl. Ginseng, what are you? Why do I keep thinking... Because, like, I'm always actually doing, holding up instead of just holding B. Alright, well, that's gonna break down. I'm surprised, actually, they just made it instantly disappear. Like, you can kind of tell certain things about this game. Like... Enemies armored, hit them multiple times to break their pose, okay? Okay, so you can actually throw them off. Nope, she's dead.
I'll cut you down.
Little bit of Super Mario Brothers timing in this game, that's for certain.
I'll cut you down.
Okay, so that's how you can rose. That's
Not so fast.
a little interesting, honestly. Hello? Yeah, so there's a ground pound. There's gonna be a lot of backtracking in this game. I can already tell. Be a lot of backtracking in this game. Alright, let's go this way first. Or not, never mind. Now I don't know which way to go. This is terrible. One of those games. Which way is the right way? Alright. Well, I'm... Oh, darn it. This was the secret. If this is progression, I'll be shocked. There we go. That's an enemy. Had a feeling. This enemy can only be hurt by juggling it. There we go. Interesting. Oh.
Annoying.
Yeah, so you're basically like forced to block each time.
Here you are. 3 bundles of freaking lily leaves.
Resurrection.
Whatever. Point is, I got the goods.
Fantastic! You know these things can cure rheumatism, and headaches, and fevers, and intestinal parasites.
Cool, cool, cool. So what's that reward you were talking about?
Oh, the reward? It's our friendship.
What?
Here we go.
We'll be your friends and travel to exotic places with you, and you can protect us as we become the greatest botanists in the world. It'll be perfect!
We've got enough know-it-alls in this group. Thanks.
Did I mention I'm a healer? I can heal you during your glorious battles.
That's a good point. And our battles are pretty glorious.
Ajna, no.
I concur. We needn't take on extra baggage. I don't like the looks of this child.
Who asked you, Dar? Why are you even here?
That's a good point.
Well, whatever. If Dar says no, I say yes. Let's go, tiny weirdos.
Yay! I wonder what we'll find.
The energetic herbalists, ginseng and honey, are ready to explore with you. Attack, healing. Boost healing. Press attack to boost the power, and his ultimate is... Ooh, what's that? Use one of your limit breaks to search for bigger items, then throw them at enemies with down and attack or level 2. Interesting. And he leveled up. I will say, they kind of are kicking off the adventure a bit strong here. Like, we're not even at the first point, and... are, you know, with your father still, you know, He's kind of still dead. Just saying. Although I'm curious now. Ooh. Let me guess. Okay. This is the way we have to climb, then we have to climb this way. I'm gonna guess ginseng or honey up here. Yes, they are. Wow, Ashna, the flora in here grows really well. What now? The plants! This is the perfect environment for growing rare breeds. The plants in here? Is that okay? Well, at least you can just leave anytime you want. Oh. Let's actually be smart about this, shall we? Ah. Seriously? Okay. Yeah, they definitely went the whole Metroidvania route. Okay. They really went the whole Metroidvania route here. Are you serious? Oh, they're serious. You actually have to break that. Also, how is this thing float? Oh, never mind. I was about to say, it's like, how is this thing floating? There's gonna be a character that'll give you flight, and I'm gonna be that guy going, alright, every single square inch of this place has got to be explored. Oh, well, that's... Hello? What? Oh, come on. What? Yeah, so you can't just blindly attack. Yeah, so I have to actually uproot him.
Not quite.
We're getting tougher.
I don't know, the one odd part is I'm still feeling is actually, oddly enough, the combat. The story jumped into the adventure way too early. That's kind of the one thing I'm having a bit of an issue, and apparently there's actually momentum in your jumps. That call to adventure. Darn it, really? Uh-oh. Ah, come on, really? I'm gonna lose here. I'm surprised, actually, they gave us an AoE heal. There we go. I will say, like, this is really fast-paced combat, actually, for this game, and it's a little surprising. I'm gonna guess, yep, okay. Can I just do this? Yes, I can. Now reset. And, well, that's just creepy. There we go. Yeah, I could definitely say, at least for the Metroidvania part, they're definitely doing that. Oh. Ah, darn it. Wrong button. Wrong button. I do appreciate the whole multiple saves. Oh. Alright. Well, we're just gonna fight a giant spider, aren't we? Yes, we are. That was disturbing.
This web reminds me of something I came across in my research. Something the forest folk call the Beast Lord. Pinda something.
You mean Pindayar? The beast lord that feasts on travelers and uses human body parts to construct his body? My dad talked about that thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we're looking at here, I'd say. The human limb collector, Pindayar.
But I'm a human.
You know, actually, there's one thing I want to mess around with. Oh, so it's a left and right situation. It's not always a back position. Well, that... I don't know how I feel about that, actually, because left is technically usually the back? That's actually really weird, because usually you would want your healer to be in the back. Yes, yeah, so actually, if you really want to... You really should use this new combat system. I don't know how to feel about this combat system. Like, it's bait. They definitely focus on being base on the basic part. Wait, what? Alright, well, I'm just gonna do this. This is gonna be a terrible decision. Hello? Come on. Really? Not... Oh, okay. It's a secret. It's a secret for everybody. Alright. How much you want to bet that starts the fight?
Shoot, this web is too thick to cut.
And too wet to burn.
And too sticky to touch.
How are we supposed to get out of here?
Oh dear!
Ah! It's gonna take my parts!
Aw, it's cute. Hi, little Vitala. Look at all your gross little legs.
That's the thing you were talking about before?
Yeah, they love eating stuff.
Let's not get eaten, Rashmi. Let's keep our parts.
Yeah, okay. Maybe it'll be even cuter when it's on fire.
Interesting. Oh, come on, really? Hold right button to take stock of the situation. You can freeze combat? Interesting.
The bag you go.
Pathetic. It's over.
Ah, shit. Oh. Okay, that's... Okay.
Annoying.
Ah, come on. Oh. Alright. That is a really weak heal. Also, it's kind of hard to tell, actually. What?
Not quite. Pathetic.
That is really weak. Can I use that for anything? I'm actually surprised Ed went out of combat for that.
It's over.
I just realized I should hex him.
My equipment.
Get off.
Down you go.
Bomb.
I'm surprised you could charge it 20 times.
Annoying.
Slide and attack. Alright, I'm okay with this. It's probably gonna disappear down there. Hello? I don't think I'm supposed to be doing that. Oh. So, what does this do?
I'll bury you. It's over.
Oh, okay. Ah, damn it. Oh, right. What? No! No, okay. Ah, come on. Stop that.
Hey!
I could literally die from this. Okay, good.
Wow, we really did it! No more parts for you, Beast Lord!
I still think it was cute.
Thanks for your help, everyone. We make a great team!
Except R.
Yeah, except Dar.
You'd all be dead if not for me.
You'd be dead if I could get you out of my brain.
Anyway, can we get going? I don't want to run into any more of these things.
It definitely is unique. That is very... you're definitely right. It's very trippy. Oh, still can't break it down. That's a shame. Oh, that sounded creepy. Actually, that's actually one thing I just realized. Oh, everything's on 100%. Okay. Battle formation, face the end. Always the same? Why is that a setting? That's actually a nice setting. Dialogue, auto advance, screen size. Wait, seriously? Hang on a second. No, that's... I don't know what that means, but okay. Get that? Oh, hello.
Hey, look at that! A whole patch of razzafrackin' leaves!
Wow! They were here the whole time! I should have looked here first.
Then you would have been pinned to your food.
You're right.
Wait. There we go. That is a very weird choice for a setting. That is an extremely weird choice for a setting. Like, this would be preferable for, like, if you're a veteran. Does it say how many times it boosts it? Huh. Oh, down an attack. Okay. That is still really weird, actually. Alright. Nope, still the same message. Like, it's definitely doing something different than what I expected from Valkyrie Profile.
Alright, we've cleared the ruins! Thanks for your help, Rosmi. Ginseng, do either of you have anywhere you want to go? I've got to go smash up Dar's boss.
No plans. Let's do the smashing thing. That sounds good.
We still want to travel the world with you, even if your objective is a little gruesome.
Wow, that's great! Then we'll all go together!
Halt! No one from Ashwat village may leave.
Soldiers, as a lieutenant of the Navarre army, I command you to escort this child to Vimana Fortress for interrogation.
Yes, sir.
I am Ashna, daughter of Inder, chief of Ashwat village, and I will not go quietly!
Don't kill her. I need to bring her to Lord Ravanavar alive.
Yes, sir.
Good to know where his loyalties are. Also, I just realized something. I pre-ordered this game, so I would have been able to change costumes.
Ugh, my head.
Finally, you're up. I don't know why they put me in here with you. I explained that I was bringing you to Lord Ravanavar, but they wouldn't listen to my orders.
Maybe that's because you're a jerk and nobody likes you.
She makes a good point.
Now, let's not fight one another.
If I could just speak directly to Lord Ravanavar.
Not to worry, we're going straight to him.
And how do you plan to do that? Walk through the walls?
There's gotta be a way out of here. There's a way out of everywhere.
No one has ever escaped this prison, and you won't be the first. There are only two ways out, the doors and the air vents.
Oh, if only you had your axe, Ajna.
My soldiers are too thorough. They wouldn't be so foolish as to leave you with a weapon.
They can't take your weapon if you store it in your brain.
Oh, right you are.
Now let's get out of here. Get ready, door.
The doors are quite solid, I assure you.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oops, Dar was right for once. Better find another way out.
Okay, this is clearly the Kickstarter part here. These are weird light. Like, these better be lights. Those better be... Really?
Right, air vents. Who leaves a giant open hole in their prison?
Normally, our prisoners aren't carrying magic axes around in their mysterious inner realms.
Gotta be prepared for everything, Dar.
Interesting.
Ah! How'd they find us so fast? Dar?
I didn't call them, but I'm glad they're here. Soldiers, take us to Lord Ravanavar immediately.
Our orders are to detain the girl. Nothing more.
This is insubordination. I am your superior officer.
We're gonna get murdered.
Not if I can help it. They should be good practice.
Tear into pieces!
To break through an enemy's defenses, hit them with up and followed by down, or vice versa. Interesting. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do this, aren't I? Oh, whoops. I don't know why I did that.
Not gonna happen.
You'll grow taller, too.
I don't know what the heart system means, though. I kind of wish I would explain that, the heart system there. Okay, if this doesn't bring up new dialogue, I will be very disappointed. Ravanavar will reinstate me, and then things will likely be, like what they were. They have to be. Don't count on it, buddy. Wait, what? Oh, come on, talk. Ajna, let's fight something. Nope. Come on, this is plot changing here. I was honestly expecting this to be more really? Oh, that's surprising. There? Yeah, that... Huh, I wonder why I can't just jump down. Alright.
A window! We can escape through there! I'm gonna smash it.
Wait, you fool!
Don't listen to Majna. Kill that window. Kill it.
I'm gonna. Ah! How high up are we?
This is why I said to wait.
Wow, the clouds are below us. What is this place?
Fortress Vimana.
This is Vimana, Lord Ravanavar's flying fortress. It brings our soldiers wherever they are needed.
That means Ravanavar is in here? Somewhere inside this thing?
He is. But you won't get to him easily.
We'll see about that. I'll tear this fortress apart by hand if I have to.
Or burn it. We could burn it.
We'll figure that out when the time comes. But first, we've got to get back inside.
Do we? Yeah, we gotta go back inside the other way. I'm a little surprised. Like, why would you have the default option? Wait a minute. No. We're definitely not at that point yet. We're definitely not at that point yet. Seriously? Ajna, it seems you're ready to improve your skill. Come visit us in your inner realm. Alright. Wait a minute. Well, there's your Legend of Zelda reference. Like I said, this game is very fast-paced. I'm a little surprised, honestly. You have brought me 5 ring cells. As promised, I will increase your strength. I will continue to study the ring cells you have brought from within your inner realm. I'm here as ever, should you need me. You're now strong enough to use Mani's services as well. Thanks, I can already feel myself getting stronger. You can increase your strength once you have 20 ring cells. Since you are now strong enough to receive my teachings, using the ring cell's powers, I can enhance your defensive capabilities. I'll need 5 ring cells for your first infusion. So, what does that mean? Oh, so now I get 3 attacks. Okay, so they literally mean how good are you at defending. Interesting. I really miss instruction booklets. But is it really that hard to actually make an instruction booklet? Okay, thank goodness. They are actually lights. Nope, actually good.
Hey, you there?
Oh, another prisoner?
Only temporarily, I assure you. The great Zebe cannot be caged for long.
Why don't you just climb out through the air vent? That's what I did.
I've tried, of course. I can't make it to the entrance. Damn that Ravanavar. Keeping freedom always within sight, but just out of reach.
Oh, so that's what that was supposed to do.
They mean to break my spirit. But if they think they've heard the last of Zebe, they've got another thing coming. They should have killed me while they had the chance.
Yeah, you tell him!
So how about it? Get me out of here, will you?
He is in prison for a reason, Ajna.
And he is a little scary.
I've seen scarier.
Ah, don't pay attention to them. Listen, I heard a bit of what you were talking about before. You're trying to take down Ravanavar, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna chop him up.
Not without my help. He's incredibly strong. But if you get me out of here, it'll be like you let an army loose in his fortress. He won't know what hit him.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Nonsense! He's a criminal!
We're getting you out of there, Zebe. But you'd better be as great as you say.
You will? Just like that? I mean, of course I am. You'll see soon enough.
We'll be back.
I'll
Wait.
just hold down the fort in here for now.
Yeah, hold it down.
Writing might not be this game's strong suit. Oh, okay. No, it definitely is. Seems to be the battle formation is literally just a choice. Ah, shoot.
Pointless. Not quite.
Oh, right. I have to do that.
Down you go.
So what'll probably happen, honestly? Oh, what? Aw, come on. Oh. God, this game is so button busy. Yeah.
Focus.
Also, having that free res kinda make things a little too easy.
Down you go.
Did it, honey?
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, they might do the swap of left and right. I'm guessing this might not be the right way. Actually, chances are this is probably actually the right way. Oh, hello. Hello, Killer Death Machine. I'm actually avoiding the correct thing, aren't I? I am. Hang on a second. Because we're fools. We're foolish fools. I've got to see what this thing does. I will say, the animation is top-notch, but man, oh man, this is a very... There. Well, that would have helped. Let's walk straight to our demise. Sounds fun.
Ow! What the heck was that?
That was a Hoppy.
And what did it just do?
It shot a powerful security beam, meant to prevent passage through the corridors. Because of its long range, it can only be disabled from afar.
You could have told me that before it blasted me across the room.
And you would have listened?
Whatever, Dar.
Alright, there you go. Well, at least now we know it's for Zebby. Ah, come on.
Get out there and fight!
Interesting.
My equipment!
Yeah, so your buttons will get swapped around.
Hey!
Oh, right. Aw, damn it.
Get off. Get off.
As expected.
I might turn down the audio a little bit. But this was the way. Nope. I'll probably adjust it so you can hear the audio or the vocals a little bit better.
Ha! This door looks weaker than the one in our cell.
I highly doubt you can break it down.
Smashed you good!
Freedom!
You see, Ajna? He means to escape on his own.
You wound me, sir. I am a man of my word, and as promised, my bow is yours.
And where is this bow of yours meant to be?
Well, it was taken from me. They knocked me out and brought me here, separating me from my weapons, my heart and soul.
Oh, they knocked me out too.
Strange. I am a protector of Lon, so I do know a few things. I had assumed they captured me for my knowledge, but there's been no interrogation, no demands, nothing.
Protector?
We who guard Lon and Mount Sumeru, the great pillar that connects all things in this world. The protectors keep the sacred mountain from harm, which lately includes threats from Ivanovar and his gang of thugs.
You misunderstand, my lord. He means to unify the world in peace.
You are a fool. Does this man speak for you?
Nah, he's just some worthless murderer. We don't listen to him.
Good. Ivanovar is no kind of man to bring peace. Oh, but you know my name. Yours was Ajna, was it not?
Yep, I'm Ashna, from Ashwat.
I, Zebe, hail from the proud mountain tribes. We who sing the songs of the winds and the mountains. But Ivanovar, he nearly wiped us out. I moved to Lon to resist his armies, and that's where they captured me.
Wow, that's almost the same thing that happened to me.
I will have my revenge on him for spilling my people's blood.
Funny you should mention it. We are actually on our way to smash this Ravanavar guy's face in right now.
Smash his face in, you say? A fine plan. I am in your debt, Ajna. And as a protector of Lon, I pledge my bow to your honor and your safety. At least, I will once we find it.
That's great! Let's... Again?
Sorcery! From one cage to another.
It's not really a cage. It's just Ajna's weird brain. This is Mom. He's in my lantern. You're in her inner realm. You'll figure it out.
Hi! We're here too.
Well met, all. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to find my bow. I'll show you my best moves, Ajna.
Swift sharpshooter Zebe sets his sights on your target. Launching enemies, down attack can launch multiple enemies in the air. Concentrate fire for larger enemies, up deals the most damage. Your battle party is full. Swap in new characters using party select. Access any time from the pause menu. Interesting. Very interesting. High speed. Yeah, they're definitely pulling off a lot from that.
At your service, as always.
Fine, I'll help.
Fine, I'll help you. Can I? Okay, no, it has to be, obviously, Ashna. High attack. Well...
One protector coming up.
Huh. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be messing with the audio. So yes, this game does have stereo voicing, but it does one weird thing that I guess it makes sense, but at the same time, I think it was a wrong decision. A lot of the dialogue, if you notice, they're doing left and right, and so what they're actually doing is the person on the left is going to be louder in the left speaker versus the audio in the right, and that person on the right is going to have their audio happen louder in the right. So you actually are hearing... both. So let me actually do this. So let's reduce these down to 70%. Well, maybe. You have a dead right headphone. Ouch. Yeah, that's... Aside from me increasing the desktop audio, which I could technically do. Actually, you know what? That's a little... Let's do this, actually. 80%.
There, behind that pillar.
Oh, you found it!
But why stash it here and not the armory? It is a mighty weapon.
They must have been moving with great haste. This is unlike my soldiers. Something is amiss.
Whatever the case, my bow is now yours, Ajna.
The bow! You found the bow. Kind of just lying there? Fire bows with right button. Oh my god, you're actually aiming. Wait, seriously? Huh. Wait, they explode? Okay, we have exploding arrows, the bow. Interesting. Very interesting. Hello? Wait, how'd your headphone... well, I guess it makes sense, because sometimes headphones just go. I hope you're saving up to replace it, at least.
The Hathi must be taken down from afar. It won't let you get close.
Well, my bow ought to do the trick. Give it a try.
It will attack anything it sets its sights on, including arrows, so do take care.
It's quite simple, really. You should pick it up in no more than a few short years.
All down to aim.
Wow, that was easy.
Yes, just like I said.
I'm so impressed. Your first time using a bow, too.
It was nothing.
Wait. Okay, I guess I can't attack it. Whenever my left one dies, man, you're like me. Honestly, I don't get rid of equipment unless it's absolutely destroyed. Oh, that should actually be smart. It's been like that for 2 months. I'm guessing, yep, that's him. I'm surprised it doesn't show my my other characters. Aha! Oh, no. I'm sorry I said your brain was like a cage. That's okay. Kind of is one if you think about it. I am trapped in here after all. Apology retracted. What? He's not wrong. What? I'm curious what headphones you buy then.
Special delivery. Look out below.
Ah, darn it. Oh, now she's actually using that in some combos.
We'll grow taller, too.
So now instead of swinging her axe, now she fires a bow. This is just the default Apple set. Ugh. I'm actually surprised they make them disappear like that.
Another door, huh? Alright, let's just use my universal key.
That was not smart.
What? Nothing? Axe, I trusted you!
This is an elevator. It doesn't open that way. And besides, it's shielded with powerful magic.
What? Shield? What's that?
Never seen an elevator, eh?
Sure I have, just not one like this. Anyway, Gar, how do we get past this shield thing?
Put simply, you don't. Once the power is on, nothing can get through. It was designed by Lord Ravanavar himself to keep his enemies at bay.
But if the shield is on, then we can turn it off, can't we?
Not without destroying all the control devices in the power room, which...
Oh, that! Let's do that!
Yeah, that sounds good.
Which could power down the fortress and kill us all, if you'd let me finish. Please recall we're flying leagues above the ground right now.
We'll deal with that problem when we come to it.
Yeah, Dar, get it together.
Let's get to that power room. Axe, time to redeem yourself.
I'm a little worried at what's happening here. Although I'm tempted, we're probably... Well, actually, I think we are going to continue. This doesn't feel like we're finished with this arc yet. Although I'm a little surprised, actually. I don't know, this has got to be contained area. There's no way they would make this, like... Oh, what? Ah, damn it.
Nice! We've got the advantage.
Oh, there.
Interesting.
Pointless. Pathetic. Pathetic. Pointless. Not quite.
Okay, that was actually terrible. Ah, damn it. I will say, I'm not a huge fan on a lot of the, what's his ultimate?
Sorry, but it's over.
Sending the ranks.
Even the sound effects are in stereo? Yeah, why would you expect the sound effects not to be in stereo? Oh, well, I guess actually it would be I guess it somewhat would make sense for them to be in mono. Oh! Well, that sucked. Alright, alright. You can stop that now. No. Come on, seriously. Alright, fine. You know what? I know where I'm not wanted. No, we're almost dead, apparently, as well.
Don't be intimidated. We can beat him.
What the?
Pointless. Not quite. Down you go.
Nailed it.
Oh, shoot.
Mixing it up.
How many charges can that have?
Down you go.
Bullseye.
Yep, there you go.
Nailed it. Special delivery. 100% accuracy. Give or take.
He said you never know until you got it till it's gone. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. What? No, come on.
Oh, this one will do.
Right on target. Don't hate me too much.
Ah, darn it. I still can't tell, actually, if you're getting all of them.
Not so fast.
Yeah, so you definitely have to actually charge up your stuff.
Bullseye.
Missed that. That does not heal you a lot. This combat is very strange. Honestly, and it really is just because of the whole direction.
Still a long way to go.
I wonder actually, now that I'm curious, do they level separately? There's not enough info, honestly. I'm also surprised how many party members you actually have.
One tiger spirit coming up.
Whoops, wrong thing. Looks like we're not the only ones who got captured. Well, first things first, let's get ourselves out of here. I wonder if you could miss characters in this game. I doubt it, but still, what the... Okay, alright, guess we're going that way. Oh, so that's incarnation, so that means a character you can recruit. Interesting. Wait, how would they... Oh well, I guess I'll figure it out in a moment. We're definitely going over a little bit longer than normal. That was painful. Oh. Not mean that. So you definitely get to charge up your attacks.
Focus.
What the? Okay. I didn't expect you to heal. You know what? Oh, that's disturbing. How can I miss? Like, okay, so this is definitely like real-time combat stuff going on here. So just to give him a frame of reference. Like, you can even just outright miss. I'm a little surprised, actually, like, they'll let you miss.
As expected.
Let's see. Well, I guess we're now powering down the console.
Okay, I've got just one shot at this.
Only one.
Shush, Pointy Man. Let Ajna do her thing.
Well, that didn't work.
Oh dear.
And someone someone has already noticed we're here.
Finally, a challenge.
Oh!
Oh, that was everyone. Shoot, I didn't notice that. I wish it would actually tell me how much more I would actually need to do here. Alright. That tells me a lot more. I've really gotta stop using the,
Down you go.
Ugh. Okay, alright. So there's one thing I actually really don't like about this combat system. Is actually the directional combat, because I would have preferred of having another input be for characters' enhancements or debuffs. Because half of the time I'm doing the charge attack with Dar, or the Hex with or the Hex unintentionally. Oh, what the shoot.
Focus.
Okay. Darn it.
Not gonna happen.
What the?
Power.
Funny jump!
Annoying. Annoying.
Okay.
Like, that's the real problem, honestly, with a lot of this game here.
Focus.
Let's just get her back up. It's because it's trying to be such a super fast-paced game.
Not gonna happen.
Focus.
Hey!
Aerial assault.
And plus multi-attacks is another issue. It... How?
Focus.
Yeah, like I said, this game is very button busy. Yeah, this is, we're done. Yeah, we're done. This is a lot of on-the-fly coordination with 4 different buttons and added 4 different buttons and added directional inputs. Yeah. Well, that okay. So the last part can be fixed, and that's because that's actually the way I have it set up. But the first two, you're definitely right on that.
At your service. as
Like,
always.
that's honestly one of the major downsides about this is it's trying. So Valkyrie Profile is very straightforward. Like, okay, your attacks, you just press the button. That's it, and you focused on rhythm and timing. This tried to do a little bit more. Cerebro, calm up. I'm not calm. You've never known me to be a calm person. I've been the most upset, angry, and... let's go with irritable. Irritable person. Okay, who's here? Who's telling me to calm down? 'Cause you... No, you're telling me to calm up. That's been worse. Well, fine, I'll just get down. Cerebro, Cyrus, Red Cinder. Calm up, you say. Jesus Christ almighty. Of all things. Of all times. Much like Dar here, I'd rather... This game is actually a lot more quieter than I realized. Yeah, this game is a lot more quieter than I realized. How are you guys doing? Actually, try this again, shall we? We're playing Indivisible. This is a release game from Lab Zero Games. Probably know them from, Yeah, they choose to get thrown into an RPG-looking battle, which slows things down. We just came from this. Oh, have you been playing it too?
I've got just one shot at this.
Only one.
Shush, Pointy.
Ajna said calm up in the intro? I do not remember that. You're right, actually, I wasn't paying attention to that.
Well,
This game, like, I'll be honest, the writing in this game is like, oh, super fast-paced.
And someone has
Actually, no,
already
she did actually say calm up when she was talking to her father. Because, you know, rebellious.
Special delivery.
Just charge that up. Oh, hello.
Look out below.
Now that's definitely for the more power.
Don't hate me too much.
Charge that up. And this is where the problem starts. Really?
not so fast.
Actually, you know what?
I'll bury you. It's over.
You know what? I might actually be the same pace as you then. Alright, this is actually really bad.
So fast.
So, what do you think about the combat? Like, how busy do you think this game is?
Pointless. Not quite.
I don't know why. Oh, I just wasted my entire super meter. I just let myself get destroyed there. That's not good.
Oops! The fortress is falling!
Now we're gonna die.
Not without Ravanavar.
You mean we're going to keep going?
I'm sorry, we're not leaving without him. I broke the controls, so we can use the elevator now. Right, Dar?
You can, but you shouldn't.
Whatever we're doing, let's do it quick.
You also enjoyed the OG I don't know how to say that word. Time to run. Oh, just die, apparently.
Nailed it.
Ah, shoot, wrong button. Well, there goes my healer.
Pointless. Not quite.
I don't know how to feel about it being hectic, though. I don't know what. I'm wasting attacks here doing that.
Down you go!
Okay, that's not his guard meter, I guess. Oh, now I see what they want to do.
Drop below. Right on target.
Oh, still gonna kill him.
Bullseye.
I get stronger? Maybe.
So they're blue, they have guard. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Alright.
Get out there and fight!
I probably would have liked this to be more turn-based than anything else.
Down you go!
Right on.
It's all in the technique!
Well, it just makes that switch over to attack so quickly. Like, it does give them the feel. And of course you could just button mash your way and cause everyone to miss their attacks.
Nice try.
It's only natural.
There we go. I'm curious what the heart mechanic means, though. Oh, okay. Alright, we have super jumps now. Ah. Oh, hello. Oh dear. Seriously? We're being that guy. Ah, shoot. Oh. Come on, seriously? Yeah, it does. Go left. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should go get the person first. I see the map. Like, well, I should actually do this. It probably actually shows me where he is first. Let's go get him. I wonder if you can actually skip people in this game. I'm kind of curious about that. Another prisoner. What? Prisoner, you say? Tungar is no prisoner. A Shayak knight cannot be captured. He merely bides his time. Zebi, this guy sounds like you. I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Ajna, you may have noticed the fortress is falling. There's no time for this. We must hurry. And to you, Tungar the Shayak Knight, if you were biding your time, you have dallied a bit too long. No time like the present, I suppose. Alright, let's get out of here. Time to tear Ravenar a new one. Wait, you're after Ravan... I cannot say his name. This is gonna be one thing that's gonna kill me. Ravanavar. Yes, but we're hurrying. Fine, fine. Before that, a Shayak Knight honors his debts. I must admit you saved me. Shameful though that may be. My unit is destroyed, my kingdom has fallen. We plan to end Ravanavar's reign. I pledge myself and my Irumi to you. I've been locked away for too long. Great, we could always use more help. Amajna, we're gonna smash Ravanavar's bones into dust. Brilliant! Tungar the Shayak Knights, last of an ancient order, at your service. Happy to have another soldier on the team. You look like a strapping young lad. I'd be happy to be your sparring partner. Not to break up the love fest, but I'll say it again. The fortress is falling. Oh, right, hurrying.
I'll show you young'uns how it's done.
I was way off in his voice. Area of effect. Tungar's down attack hits all enemies in a radius around him. Interesting. Oh, there's so many characters I want to actually use. Oh, this is terrible. Terrible on so many levels. So terrible. You know what? Let's use them, actually.
Battlefield is where I belong.
Oh, sure, you go with a bloody Irish accent for him. Seriously, that's all I actually need to do, then. Oh, what? Okay. That was a thing. Alright. You know what? Why am I even doing it this way? Is it seriously gonna let me? It is. I'm not exactly a fan of this whole airborne thing right now. Especially since I can't get the especially since it's momentum based. I'm a little surprised, but seriously, come on. This should not be too hard. Thank you. Alright. I wonder if I could do that in midair. I can do that in midair. Might as well just use that. Literally attacks with his turban. He is also very slow. Oh, that was way too late.
I thought I peaked long ago.
Okay, so the dash actually does something. It lets me keep my momentum. Really? That was a miss? That was disappointing.
Time for a quick blend.
What?
Aerial assault!
There we go.
Not gonna happen. Not so fast.
Aerial assault!
Ah, darn it. Okay, maybe the switching between X and V actually is gonna hurt me more than help me.
Pointless.
This.
What? Why didn't she do her arrow?
I'll return the favor.
Ah, fine.
Commence attack. Pathetic. Not quite.
Arre, I'm the best at what I do.
He's literally a dwarf. Just do a dwarf impression, and that's what we'll be doing from now on. Okay. That was...
Oh.
Actually, I just... That's not what I wanted to do. At least he can attack people in the air. Okay, so he literally can't attack anyone.
Mixing it up.
Hey!
There we go.
I thought I peaked long ago.
I guess each character levels up separately. That's a little surprising, actually. What? Oh, come on. Really? So, wait a minute. This is gonna be one of those games that kills me inside because it's a it has a Metroidvania mechanic. Okay, no, there's nothing. There's a bridge. Come on. This is all just to get to an elevator, too. Can I even... Oh, okay. I can. What do you know? Let's just charge that up. I don't know what the stones... Like, I get he's supposed to get stronger every time he uses a down attack. It doesn't feel like that. Alright. What? Okay, no saving. Oh, there you go. That was weird. Anything I'm missing? There's a mission. Game's telling us to go left. Let's go right. Oh, hello. Nope, nothing. Okay. And this is gonna be fun. Really? Come on, that wasn't even an attack.
Pathetic.
Not gonna happen.
From a mile away.
Wonder how methodical you can actually be about this.
Arc of stone. Get to the
I'm surprised, actually, it's all, like, active. I'm not a fan of that, honestly. Like, it's switching between her bow and the axe. And also, they really want to kill him.
I'll cut you down.
Well, good luck on your midterm, Spy Gadget. Come on, seriously?
Can't stop now.
There we go. I'm glad they heal you at the start of every battle, though. And smashy. Smashy, smashy. Wait. Oh, come on, seriously? There we go. Nope, nothing. Okay. Oh, I should be paying attention. And that's a problem. That's a big problem, actually. I
Focus.
also just realized
I'll return the favor.
Go. There we go.
From a mile
Definitely do a lot more damage if you break the guard. Let's see. Is there anything I'm missing? I don't think there is, honestly. Because it's a fortress, for goodness sakes. Let's just save.
Alright, elevator time!
Maybe don't hit it this time?
Aw, so we just...
Walk inside, yes.
How boring. Ooh. Yeah, for falling for a death, this actually looks nice. This is just gonna be a thing in Metroidvania. It's just gonna be constantly trying to climb everything. Ivanovar.
Dar, is this him?
It is. My lord.
Ravanavar! You ordered my father killed and my village destroyed. For that, I'll have your head!
Foul beast! You murdered my people!
Lord Ravanavar, I bring you tribute, the daughter of the chief of Ashwat village.
That's the Dar we know and hate, turning us in for profit.
What a bunch of noisy insects. Are you the ones who shut my fortress down? I spent years researching the old technologies to construct it, and now it falls to dust.
It was all her doing.
You? Who are you?
Why, I was raised in your army since I was a child. I'm your newest lieutenant. I do see you only rarely, but you've been like a father to me. Do you truly not know me?
There are so many children in this army. One simply can't keep track of every insignificant little thing. You there, girl, come closer. Your iddy is strong. I can feel it.
You're damn right I'm strong, and I'm gonna chop your head off!
Yes, excellent. I suppose I ought to give you the chance to try. Prepare yourself.
Oh dear. That sounds like Michael Dorn, honestly. That literally sounds like Michael Dorn.
I'll bury you.
Hey!
Oh, that's not the right one. This attack must be cleaned blocked. Block just before it makes contact to mitigate damage. Alright. Oh, you can store it.
Yes, show me your power.
Okay. Oh, I really actually... Oop.
Oh!
Just heal her.
Try harder!
See, he is... Oh! Okay, he is... playing off the sidelines here. way too early. That did not look good. So I can actually just hold this?
I'll destroy you!
More. You can give me more.
Yeah, that definitely is Michael Dorn. Oh, wrong button.
You.
I'll bury you.
Worthless.
I'm unstoppable.
Yeah, that was way too bad. That was a waste of a round of attacks.
Okay!
Like, Michael Dorn just has a very, a very noticeable voice. Then, out of that, I've watched too much Star Trek. Oh great, this conversation is not gonna be Star Trek. It's not a bad thing. Also, I just realized this sword is the turban.
This is what I've been searching for.
Right?
Laughable.
There we go.
I've seen enough. You, my child, you are the key that unlocks the future. You will help me usher in a world of darkness. And to think, I was wasting my time scooping up warriors with high itty, and all I had to do was wait for you to drop into my lap.
Shut up and fight me!
Defeat me if you can. I won't make it easy.
My lord,
Don't leave him.
Come back here, coward!
Goodbye, children. Follow me to Sumeru, if you dare.
Ajna?
Everyone, I'm sorry. We're going after him.
Wait, we'll never make it.
Don't worry, something will work out. Like, maybe we'll get caught by a giant bird or something.
We're gonna die.
I have to do this.
Ashina, no!
Oh, please don't tell me she jumps. Oh, they actually let you jump. Actually,
Oof! Oh, I'm not dead. This is great. Now, giant bird, go get Ravanavar. Go! Let's go! Go get him! Yeah! Yeah! We lived! Thank goodness!
there's
What? Why are you all staring at me?
What a remarkable young lady.
Ajna's so stupid that she's a genius.
Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff, Zebe.
Blind luck is what it was.
That's not entirely true. Look there.
Altoon, come!
Hey! My bird!
Altoon belongs to no one and only answers to the winds.
We'll see who it answers to. Altoon, take me to Ravanavar!
Nope. Sorry.
Shoot, lousy winds.
Well, Kushi, it is good to see you again. Ajna, Kushi is Altoon's trainer and an apprentice protector of Lan.
Nice to meet you, Kushi. I'm Ashna. I really like your bird.
Thank you. And I must say your scream is most impressive. Quite piercing.
So that's how you picked us up.
Precisely.
Ajna saved me from Ravanavar's flying fortress. I am in her debt. I will follow her to the ends of the earth to repay it.
Well, if it's Ravanavar you're after, I also saw someone fall towards Sumeru.
Oh, that I will not do. Good day.
Wait, what? I thought you wanted revenge for your people? What about your debt?
I care about all that, of course, but Sumeru is sacred. Even we protectors are not allowed to go there.
It's true, and lately, all sorts of monsters have been coming down from there as well. Altuna and myself train daily as apprentice protectors, and this is the closest I've ever gotten.
But we have to go! I won't let Ravanavar get away!
But Ravanavar is so strong. Even if you could survive on Sumeru, how would you defeat him? We already fought him once, and we blew up his flying fortress to do it. Ajna is strong. I believe in us. Wow, you did that?
Thanks, Ginseng. What a nice thing to say.
Listen, I'm as ready for a fight as anyone. But Sumeru, it connects all things, including good and evil. And there's far more evil than good coming from there these days.
It really is far too dangerous. At least come to Lan and recuperate first.
No, we've gotta go now!
I agree with Ajna for once. I need to see Lord Ravanavar again.
But don't you see that's what Ravanavar wants us to do? The way he was baiting you about being some sort of key... I don't like it.
And the Protectors would never allow it.
Just don't tell them! Listen, trap or not, I'm getting my revenge. And I'm gonna find him whether he's in Sumeru or Naraka.
Fine. I'm a man of my word and I won't back down from a fight. But once this is done, my debt to you is cleared.
That's okay with me.
If you can't be dissuaded, I suppose I have no choice but to join you as well. As a future protector, I can't see Sumeru come to harm.
That's the spirit. Resign yourself to your fate. Hop into my brain.
Hop into your... what? You won't lose your way with us around.
That is the weirdest thing. Passive, about modes. Kushi and Altun have two modes, riding and standing. They have different attacks depending on which mode they're in. Oh my god, do you need to make this game so complex? Changing modes, up attack and down attack. Kushi can ride Altun with up attack, to dismount use down attack. While riding, up and attack is high flying. While riding, up attack consumes all defense? Oh, all its attack, okay. The more attack, the more hang time and damage. Oh my god, this game is... This game can't just have six extra characters. Like... So if you're familiar with Nakoruru... No, I'm actually surprised something like that just get mentioned. Yeah, she just absorbed. The girl literally went to her brain. You can actually go see them. See? Here they are. Ravanavar is a complicated man. Whatever he's doing, I'm sure he has his reasons. Eating meals that were more complicated. Yeah, so all the characters are in your brain. Apparently this is your brain. They haven't exactly explained this yet. I've been thinking, the inside of your brain is actually nicer than my house was. Is that good? Good is a relativistic construct born of human societal norms, Ajna. Oh. So, how to explain this, honestly? What is this game about? Well, so far it's a story of revenge. Ajna's father was actually killed by, well, Ravanavar's army, led by Darhir. He did the thing. He actually murdered Ajna's father. And you more or less have gone on an adventure to, well, revenge. As for everything else, well, they don't exactly explain that. We should not be doing this. Where's your sense of adventure? Where's your sense of saving the world? He has none, apparently. Climbing Mount Sumeru without permission goes against everything I was taught as a protector. Well, we're here now. Let's make the best of it. It definitely feels like they just are rushing the story with no real setup. Ah, come on, really? I'm guessing this is where our other... Plus, also, it doesn't let you kind of build the relationship with each of the characters. Tangar. Ho ho! You seem to be in a good mood. Of course, my mustache looks magnificent today. So this was basically a crowd-funded project, actually, by Lab Zero, and they actually got published by 505 Games. The same people who brought to you, like, Payday 2. But Lab Zero is a game that actually, well, you might know them because of Skullgirls, actually. But they actually made this Valkyria... No, I was going to say Chronicles. Valkyrie Profile. Like design. Black Orchid. I've been looking for one ages. I finally find him before I could say anything. You step right on it. How are there plants growing in her brain? And I only have 2. Unfortunately, I need to get out of here. I need to find a safe spot. Or a save point. So, like, if anything, like, a lot of people got drawn to it, because I'll definitely say this. The animation in this game is really, really well done. But it's kind of describes itself as a platformer, a Metroidvania, and an RPG. I'm really hoping this is the right direction. I have a feeling it's not the right direction. Alright, never mind. It's actually a good direction for me. Really? Come on. Oh! Alright. That is definitely a thing I'm not reaching anytime soon. The one thing, though, I will say, the story feels rushed. Like, literally her father is murdered by Dar, and then 3 seconds later you start absorbing... I mean, for God's sakes, I'm only almost 3 hours in, and I've already absorbed 1, 2, 3, 6 people into my party. 6 people in less than 3 hours. That is no time to build up any sort of connection with any of your characters. It's kind of surprising, honestly. But, unfortunately, like Cerebro, this is actually where our adventure ends. I'm definitely going to be stopping here, but I will be back tomorrow night. Probably like Cerebro. More than him, we're probably actually going to be going through this game. When do you copy their powers? I don't think you really copy their powers. You don't really... Here's the thing, you don't copy the powers. So this design is very much like Valkyrie Profile. So if you've never heard of Valkyrie Profile, that was a PlayStation 1 game developed by Tri-Ace, where the combat system was each of your face buttons actually was an attack for each of your characters. And this game follows the same design here. So we have 3 action points, so each of our characters can do 3 different attacks here. The difference is, and whether it deviates, is Valkyrie Profile focused on the combos of your characters to do of whatever effectively are limit breaks. This game goes another direction where your actual directional inputs, up and down, have your characters do something else. So, for example, we have Dar here. He's actually the first character you get. So he actually, anytime you press down attack, he'll actually store up his attacks. So he'll actually become stronger, and he can expend them every time he attacks. So he goes up to 12 charges. I honestly thought it was 20, but apparently it's off. But anytime you do a normal attack, so you just press attack or do up an attack, he'll actually do that. The downside and what I don't like about this is that it's unique, but then half the time I'm doing my enhancing attacks and not actually doing the damage I want to do, especially when you have a mechanic in this game like guard breaking, in which they want you to quite literally do a down attack and then an up attack just to break the enemy's guard. And when you have a character like Dar here, or a character like Razmi here, or Razmi, she has the same issue. You do a down attack, it's a glare, it's a status effect, which is nice, but at the same time, it kind of destroys things. Oh dear God, Mr. King, why are you raiding me? With a flying mobile locker. We are actually ending the stream. You know what? That's what Twitch needs to do. Twitch needs to give you a raid. Give people a raid viewer. That is literally what needs to happen here. Like, that actually works. An area of effect. That's it. Like, this game is very button busy, has a lot of mechanics into it, and you know what? I'll actually oh, for God's sakes. This will be a better way to show you.
Aerial assault!
So, like, these guys are guarding here, so actually, to break their guard, I actually need to do an up attack and a down attack just to break it. And that'll actually allow me to do the damage I need to do. So, someone like Dar here, he can't actually break his guard. No matter how much he tries, he can't do it. And I'm curious... Okay, so he can actually do it. And because this game just throws so many characters at you, I just can't figure it out. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, I'm literally ending. So that's just an example of what the combat is actually like. It's okay, but I still feel like it's very button busy, especially when the enemy starts attacking you en masse. Like, you do have an all AoE, but the controls of this game is kinda... Damn it, I did it again! I did... Oh... Really? This is your solution? Come on. Oh my god, I'm destroying my controls here. Alright, this is ridiculous here. Press escape to... I am pressing escape. What's going on? Oh, thank god. Okay. Apparently I didn't have the game selected. But I can still control everything. But yeah, I'm sorry, that one foe. I'm actually quitting here. Really quit? Does this actually take me out of the game? Or just... It literally kills the game. Perfect. Wonderful. That's what you need to do. But, yeah, that's going to be doing it for me tonight. For now, though, why don't I actually take a look and see who's actually streaming right now.
Let's go, Roddy!
Yeah, where's my pet? We were playing Danganronpa. I'm going to guess that's Danganronpa. Now, that is actually interesting. It literally is loading your last save and showing your character where you are in the game. That's actually pretty cool. But that's going to do it for me tonight. Like I said, this is going to be my new project, so every single night... Well, not every... Well, maybe... I'm kind of working on the whole schedule thing. On where I want to go with it. But for now, though... I'm going to give a raid over to Exposure here. He's actually currently playing John Wick Hex. I'm not going to use the raid message, just to kind of keep things simple, because I need to get going, because it is very late, and I need to wake up very early for work here. But, Cerebro, Mr. King, thank you very much for the raids. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you want to watch more of it, you can come back tomorrow night, 8 PM, and I'll be streaming this game again. But, until then, thank you very much for watching. Until then, take care.